David Singleton can right over and get to his own kingfish. Now that is great leadership. That is great. Staying true to the cause, the purpose.
Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna try to read this to y'all. It's been a long time since I've read out loud. You know, I normally read to myself in my head. So let's see what we got here. So I can hear my own voice inside my head. All right, let's see. Back in the day, there were only a few people using the kingfish line in my state. The kingfish dogs were known for their extraordinary smarts and gameness. This is who they were. This is what they did. Until Champion Turtle Buster hit the scene. However, before I go there, I remember Frank Bunce. Oh no, that's Bunce. Frank Bunce. Telling me Kingfish was the smartest dog he had ever seen. In fact, he also told me he had lost money on a personal bet against Kingfish. Against Kingfish himself or Grand Champion Buddy. That's a little, the writing is a little confusing. I had a hard time understanding this part. He said, however, before I go there, I remember Frank Bunce telling me Kingfish was the smartest dog he had ever seen. In fact, he also told me he lost money on a personal bet against Kingfish himself or Grand Champion Buddy. The bet was made that his dog, whichever one was in the weight category, could not mouth either for at least 20 minutes. Oh, okay. The bet was against either dog, either Kingfish or Grand Champion Buddy. This, of course, was a bet that no dog man would pass up if he owned any good dog to cover the bet. So it sounds like, before I go on, let me try to understand what it said. It sounds like the Kingfish dog was so smart and so talented that the bet was his opponent would not be able to grab him for 20 minutes. Wow. Wow. That would be impressive. The results were amazing to Bunce. Afterwards, he started incorporating Kingfish blood into his program. I only mentioned this to set the stage. When Champ Turtle Buster came on the scene, he had speed, mouth, and ability. Not to mention Turtle Buster was producing dogs with good mouths as well. His most noted offspring were Champion Rocky and Fargo. Turtle Buster's a brindle. Dog's good mouth as well. Not his talent. Okay, not to mention Turtle Buster was producing dog mouth as well. His most noted offspring were Champion Rocky and Fargo, with Fargo dominating the scene, having defeated two well-known rough champions convincingly, using his mouth, not his talent. So he was just a really hard-biting dog. Oh, shit. Not his talent, okay. Let us go to a time when the legendary Grand Champion Art was alive and resided in Ohio with Dave Adams, his owner. Grand Champion Art was stolen by whomever to live wherever and do whatever. Now, did you know the famous Kingfish dog also resided in Ohio with his owner? Did you know that? Furthermore, the Gaines line of dogs was in Ohio area as well. Once I understood how great the Art dog was and how the Turtle Buster's dog started changing, it did cross my mind that perhaps, just perhaps, Grand Champion Art was crossed into the Grand Champion Kingfish line to produce dogs that bite like Champ Turtle Buster and Fargo dogs were biting. Interesting. Well, one day I was at a show promoted by Bill, the owner of Grand Champion Luther, and I was tending to a dog when a young man stood over me. You own that hard shaking red bitch, don't you? Yes, I do. I was there the day she won Best in Show. She's the hardest shaking dog I ever seen. Well, thank you. You probably don't remember me. You probably don't remember me, do you? No, I don't. It was me that stole Grand Champion Art. I was a young man at the time. I regret it now, he stated. Oh, okay. I've got to get ready. I'm doing this dog tonight. It was good seeing you again. I'd like to get something off that red bitch if you ever sell anything, he said. Yeah, okay, I'll let you know. I quickly walked away trying to figure out why he just told me that shit. I didn't want anyone thinking we were together or that we were friends. My theory was Grand Champion Art was bred to something, and since the Turtle Buster dog started biting harder and they were all from Ohio, I felt Art was crossed with this line. Therefore, after the young man admitted stealing Art and he lived in Ohio too, it made even more sense to me. Later, the Turtle Buster dogs were bred to the Grand Champion Art dogs openly. Why? Did somebody already know this cross would work from previous efforts? This made me sure Champion Art was bred in Ohio to the Kingfish line to create the Champ Turtle Buster line. My theory has never been proven, but how do you explain the Kingfish dogs going from average mouth to super mouth without a visual on the paper crossing into a mouthy line? In addition, the timeline fits my theory, as well as, the timeline fits my theory as well. I dare you to imagine all the possibilities, the facts, and my theories. This is why I have the gang dogs in my family of the gang dogs in my family of dogs right now. I guess he should have said, this is why I have the gang line in my family of dogs now, or the gang's blood, something like that. Be a little easier to understand. I need to take some pictures of them all. A better picture of Kingfish. Kingfish is a brindle too. I love brindles. That's my favorite markings, other than black and white. Like when I say black and white, I mean black and white evenly, just as much black as there is white.